The doctors said he would not survive the night. We were already preparing to let him go. But then, something happened that none of us can explain. That night was supposed to be routine. Another emergency call, another injured animal, another race against time. But when we saw Bruno for the first time, even those of us who had seen too much froze in place. He was lying there completely broken, not just injured, but shattered in ways that told a violent story. X-rays revealed what our eyes already feared: multiple fractures in his legs, broken ribs, severe trauma to his jaw, and air trapped inside his body from internal damage. His spine, by some miracle, was intact, but everything else told us he had been hit with devastating force. Bruno was not young, but he was not old either. This was not the slow decline of age. This was sudden, brutal impact. When the pain surged through him, he reacted the only way a suffering animal can: fear, confusion, defensive snapping. Not aggression. Pain. The doctors spoke carefully, quietly, the way people do when hope is fragile. Head trauma this severe is always dangerous. The swelling, the air pressure, the shattered jaw. They told us honestly, there are very little chances he will make it. And still, we refused to walk away. As the hours passed, Bruno's condition worsened. His breathing became heavy, uneven. His body went limp. He slipped into a state that looked terrifyingly close to coma. The word no rescuer ever wants to hear was finally spoken. You should consider letting him go. We stood there in silence. No one argued. No one cried. Sometimes, love means knowing when to stop the pain. Calls were made. A message was sent to a clinic in Moscow that could take him into intensive care, but only if he was still alive. And at that moment, we truly believed. He was already gone. Then something unbelievable happened. After the pain medication and supportive treatment kicked in, Bruno moved. Not a reflex. Not a spasm. He lifted his head. Slowly. Painfully. He began to breathe deeper. Someone offered him water, gently, drop by drop. At first, he did not understand. Then suddenly he drank. Desperately. Greedily. Like a soul choosing life. His tongue, once pale and lifeless, slowly turned pink again. His eyes focused. And for the first time since we met him, Bruno looked at us not with fear, but trust. In that moment, everything changed. The doctors watched in disbelief. Bruno, the dog they had prepared us to lose, was now responding. Not healed. Not safe. But fighting. He allowed touch. He stopped snapping. He leaned into the hands that gave him water. The same dog who hours earlier could not tolerate pain now calmly accepted care. We knew the road ahead would be brutal. Transporting a dog with this level of trauma was risky. But staying meant certain death. A specialized vehicle was arranged overnight. Blankets were layered carefully. Every movement was slow, deliberate, filled with fear and hope in equal measure. Before he was loaded into the car, someone whispered to him, "Please. Just hold on." And Bruno did. Bruno's story did not end that night. It did not end in silence or mercy or goodbye. Against all odds, he survived the journey. He endured days of pain, treatment, uncertainty, and slowly, impossibly, began to stabilize. The dog who was once written off as too damaged proved something powerful. Sometimes survival is not about strength. It is about will. Today, Bruno is still healing. Still fragile. Still under care. But he is alive. And every breath he takes is proof that even when the world decides someone is finished, life sometimes has other plans. Saving a life does not always look heroic. Sometimes it looks like standing still when everyone says it is over. Sometimes it means believing when logic tells you not to. Bruno was one breath away from disappearing. And now, because people chose not to give up, he has a tomorrow. Thank you for being part of stories like his. Because as long as someone is watching, someone is still fighting.